Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We have a very fun lineup. I'm doing two videos for two groups that I've only checked out once on this channel. Two groups that I probably should have been much more heavily focusing on throughout my time on this channel because I really enjoyed the first time I reacted to them. One of them is being Brown Eyed Girls with Abracadabra, which was absolutely hypnotic and an iconic song. There's going to be a reaction for that group. But in this video, we're focusing on 21. I've checked out the I'm the Best, which was an awesome music video that was riddled with all kinds of really cool metaphors and symbolisms, and just in general, a super dope fucking song and music video. And obviously, this is an iconic group that I should probably check out more of, so I decided to do a double reaction. There's obviously plenty of options and songs that I could have gone with, but I went with what I feel like is going to be kind of an interesting contrast, because one feels like from the title like it's going to be a little bit more sentimental, while the other one feels from the thumbnail at the very least almost like futuristic and more action packed. So I feel like it's a nice little dive into two sides of 21. Obviously, I am familiar with someone like CL that I've checked out on this channel. Not as much as I would have liked, but I'm still very much familiar with her. So I'm just excited to dive a little bit deeper and a little bit further into 21. So without further ado, we're starting off with the older song out of the two, which is Ugly, and then we'll proceed to Come Back Home. Now, if it is your first time on this channel, I am someone that kind of like pauses a decent amount in these reactions and talk about whether it's like metaphors, visuals that look kind of symbolic, lyrics and everything else. So if that is not something that you're interested in, if you just want me to watch something from start to finish and just shut it, I'm afraid that this reaction may not be for you. So that is just a quick little disclaimer. That's how I've always done things on this channel. Sometimes I would do like a first reaction and a second reaction, but sometimes I just have too hard of a time to just sit there for 4 minutes without pausing, without saying anything. It gets the better of me and I have to pause and talk about something. Otherwise, I'm paranoid about potentially forgetting something. So without further ado, quick disclaimer, let's get into it. We're starting off with Ugly. Damn, that was cool. Literally, the sign says you are beautiful and try on this outfit if you want to be beautiful. I'm not sure if I've seen some comments on the first time that I reacted to them in terms of like their history and how people felt about them personally, but obviously some of them were incredibly young when they debuted, and the pressure on you to be perfect, and people feel like you have to be perfect. You're constantly under like this microscope and whatnot, becoming an idol. No one is a tougher critic on themselves than themselves, you know? So I feel like this song already, it's amazing how like not just timeless it already feels like in terms of like the lyrics, but also like the melody. It feels like a song like there's a very popular artist called Marshmello, if I'm not mistaken, with like the marshmallow hat. The instrumental almost like feels like something in the vein of that, this is obviously older. So, but there's like this happy instrumental, but the lyrics are so incredibly sad. It's almost like one side that I portray to everyone, like I smile for the camera, In a music video, I look perfect, but in reality, I feel like shit. I feel ugly. I feel like I don't belong here, and yet everybody is worshiping me or or having me stand to such a high standard that is basically impossible. And in 2023, with social media and photo manipulation apps on your phone, not even talking about Photoshop anymore, just the things, the lengths that people go through to appear to be perfect, that perfection kind of like canceled itself out because everybody seems like they're perfect. Because it's almost like it's honorable to just show a real photo of yourself with no makeup or with no filters on, but yet you get hated on it by people who see nothing, who don't see substance, trolls and all that kind of stuff. Like beauty standards in various regions, especially when it comes to like the idol industry, the music industry in that region, the beauty standards are incredibly high, and quite frankly unrealistic. How could I try and smile brightly like you? And it's almost like the like you is almost like, it reminds me of various songs where people are jealous of those who almost like have nothing because they have like regular life, and they think like, I want to be like this idol, when in reality this idol wants to be just like me because I don't have the pressure of being the star and having all of this shit thrown my way and not being able to even walk on the street without somebody yelling something at me. Like it's really, really interesting. And the even like the fake tattoo, it's almost like what I feel on the inside, I'm literally portraying on the outside, and like quite literally breaking the mirror of that, store that says you are beautiful. It's like, fuck those standards, just be yourself in a way. Because nobody's perfect. So it's really, really interesting. Let's look it back. It's almost like the whole city that they're going through, the block, is the industry that they're fucking up, because they're not like every other idol, Park Boom, obviously, another artist that I'm familiar with. Oh. Damn. Literally breaking the chain, opening the gates for... So it's like, in a way, like 21 ran so other groups could walk kind of thing. That's what it kind of feels like. Ugly girls not allowed. It's like there's no such thing as pretty or ugly. It's about how you see yourself. It's almost like kind of a ironic message of Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. Like here, they're like emphasizing like the ugliness, when in reality they're breaking through all of these barriers that no ugly people are allowed and whatnot. Who are you to tell me that what is ugly, that I'm ugly, who are you to patronize me, as they say that in the lyrics as well. It's just really, really awesome stuff. And also there's like this little notion that I noticed from the comment section, like beautiful people singing about being ugly. No matter how pretty, ugly, or what, you can be Miss whatever country for 5 years in a row. Late at night when depression hits and all that kind of stuff, and maybe there's a little bit of alcohol involved to drown out everything else, you can feel ugly as shit. And you can feel like if it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for that, I would be ugly. And in reality, you want to be someone else as well. So I feel like that's pretty cool. There's going forward, actually, I'm getting like a similar message was kind of like portrayed in Idol's Queen card, for example, or was it with Allergy? Like being jealous of someone who is initially jealous with you. You hate yourselves for your own reasons when in reality the other person wants to be just like you and all that kind of stuff. Let's take it back. Oh. Plastic Zone. Did that say Plastic Zone? Pretty sure that, yeah, Plastic Zone. Oh man. that's pretty fucking cool. Like calling out this kind of a message of just be you no matter what, and nothing that can be quote unquote fixed aesthetically will actually fix what's on the inside. So unless you, which is also kind of like ironically to throw it forward to Idol with Allergy, for example, with Soyeon going into that surgery and whatnot. So it's like, no matter what you do to yourself, unless you're at peace with yourself, you will always feel that way. That is why people go for like countless plastic surgeries and are still unhappy with themselves and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, this is really, really cool. I love this chorus. Yeah, fuck the fake world and all. Oh. Yeah. I think I'm ugly and nobody wants to love me just like her. I wanna be pretty, I wanna be pretty. Don't let in my face, telling me I'm pretty. I think I'm ugly and nobody wants to love me just like her. I wanna be pretty, I wanna be pretty. Don't let in my face, 'cause I know I'm ugly. Damn. Damn, that was amazing. Oh, they blew the whole thing up too. That's dope. They blew the zone where the ugly people are not allowed and whatnot, thus calling out the industry that is basically kind of like fake. I really love this message, and I love how almost like contradictory like the lyrics are to the actual instrumental. It almost like in a way feels like an anthem of just celebrate yourself, even though the lyrics is like I'm ugly, nobody likes me, and all that kind of stuff. It's almost like being forced into like that mindset created by beauty standards and like the world, like that zone where no ugly people are allowed. And obviously this relates not just to women but to men as well, especially like going forward in 2023, and like, you know, in terms of like feeling depressed due to like trolls on the internet, like body shaming, and like feeling that like you need to have like a six-pack, you need to have like a chiseled jaw and all that kind of stuff. It really affects both. And I feel like they did an amazing job of almost kind of like create almost like an anthemic chorus from lyrics that are like are sad but are almost kind of like celebratory of being who you are. In a way, I really, really love this song, and I just, I love this chorus so freaking much, and I love that in the end they just blow everything up, like that entire zone, which is like basically filled with hypocrisy and toxicity, and unattainable beauty standards and things that basically drive you mad if you try to achieve or attain or maintain those standards, which is quite literally impossible. This was beautiful, incredibly powerful, and let's move on to the next song, which is going to be "Come Back Home." Virtual Paradise. Okay. So this is a few years later. Oh. They really love their spray cans. Oh. Damn, this is dark. Damn. Oh. Damn.
이곳에 유일하게 남은 거라고 너의 그림자 외로움보다 그리움이 날 괴롭힌다 손에 잡힐 것만 같은 너의 웃음소리 모래석처럼 힘없이 흩어진 순간들이 매일 밤 가위처럼 날 눌러 꿈속에서조차 네 이름을 또 불러 모든 걸 변하게 하는 시간 앞에도 변하지 않는 건 나는 너의 queen you my ruler 아무데도 없는 네가 너무 밉지만
Whoa.
가끔은 너도 나를 그리워할까 넘는 시간 속에 갇혀버린 난 앞을 볼 수가 없어 너무 두려워 아직도 못한 많은 날들이 기다리고 있을 것만 같아 너는 어디에
Oh, man. Oh, damn. Little cocktail for you. Oh my god. This drop is trippy as fuck. This is so addicting. Jesus Christ. Leading a revolution against the virtual paradise, the machines and whatnot. Yeah. 21 has a knack for burning and blowing shit up. Kudos. Damn. Holy shit, they burned the fucking place to the ground. Holy shit. And I love like the way it ends is almost like particles, because it's a virtual kind of like reality and whatnot. So that's just transition, I'm guessing, as they burn this place down. There was a really cool emphasis on like a specific relationship where the man basically leaves her in order to pursue happiness in another world. Basically, almost like it's as if they're living in the real world, and he wants to escape to the Matrix and have that medium rare steak, like the famous scene and whatnot. By him going to his bed and plugging into like this virtual paradise, he's taking like the blue pill and going back into the Matrix, while the wife or the love interest is basically like continues to suffer in the real world, reminiscing about the happiness that they used to have. Which 21, like, honestly, with these two songs, they feel more aligned with today's society than they have been back then, because like everybody's trapped in virtual reality, like literal virtual reality, or just like social media and whatnot. Like so many like relationships can be ruined because of technology, because of social media, because of the pressures and whatnot. And it's almost like trying to find your happiness elsewhere, up until she wants to bring him back by basically plugging him out of the Matrix. I love the fact that 21 basically, they kill all of these like white clothed people that have like this weird head looking thing on like this little table there. I'm not sure what that is, but they're almost like creating a revolution, much like they created a revolution against the industry in terms of like no ugly people are allowed, and they're basically like, be who you are, and fuck the standards, be your own standard, kind of like shout out to Wasa, I guess, in her speech as well, when the producer told her that she is, you know, she has a good voice, but she's not pretty enough. And then she decided to be her own, to be the new standard and whatnot. And then everything that kind of like trickled down to her becoming an icon and whatnot. But here, they're destroying like, I'm guessing the people that are like looking like fucking like futuristic Victorian kind of like characters. I don't know how to explain it, that are basically kind of like lifeless in a way, almost like the rich fucks that are funding the whole virtual paradise. And by 21 going on like this riot and destroying the paradise from within is like their metaphor, and it's seemingly like very close to what looks like the moon or something like that. I'm not really sure, somewhere far away in another galaxy, some kind of a futuristic world, let's call it the Matrix. But it's like by basically leading that riot is like 21 is telling us to snap back into reality and not focus on like the things that are could make us happy only for a short term, in terms of like being stuck in social media and looking for gratification for a short period, that will never last, because this phone at the end of the day is going to rot your brain. Technology, social media, and all that kind of stuff. He's basically kind of like laying lifeless in another world, but he's like, his body would be aching and dying and rotting away in reality. um and like the pills was an interesting touch. They were on like this, they were having dinner. They're clearly like not in a good place. The color grade is very, very muted. It looks like the relationship has almost like ran its course, but she is still hopeful in a way. He does some, he takes, it's like he mashes those pills up, but he leaves them on the table, I think. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like a representation of something else, like maybe antidepressants or something like that. But uh, in a way, it could be, because they both look quite depressed and almost like he is kind of like falling out of love with her because of the circumstances. Um, and 21 are basically like trying to bring back the world from out of the matrix and basically force you to take the red pill in a way. And like the memories of the relationship being in a good place is what prompts the woman to basically take those fucking things away from him and pull him back into reality. The lyrics are very, very beautiful, almost like being afraid to lose someone. Even though I'm kind of like already losing you, I still want you to come back to me because I can't see my future without you. I'm scared. um it's absolutely beautiful, and it seems like Park Boom is almost like singing to these rich pricks, almost like to create a diversion before the rest of 21. Like the colors, like the food is so incredibly muted, except for like this, whatever the fuck it is on the table. There's some clams, there's some what looks like, I don't know, an octopus of sorts. It's almost like only emphasizing like the rich foods, the expensive foods potentially, and some of the other foods that look bland, they're like black and white, which was an interesting choice. But it's like 21 are literally just trying to bring life back, because ironically the paradise is taking that life away from you, so they're burning it to the ground. And again, the baseball bat is making an appearance from the even like the I'm the Best music video that we've checked out also had that. The spray can and spraying all of the people in white, I believe, too, almost like marking them as part of the problem. Like visually, this music video is so absolutely beautiful. And found a bit of an article about the concept of 21. Young Hyun Suk talked about how the comeback home required a production cost of approximately $467,000, so basically like $500,000, to create a sci-fi movie vibe and a futuristic background created by CG. 21 members straddle the real and fantasy worlds. So there's also like a bit more of an emphasis on what is the actual meaning of the song. Even now, many people, rather than meeting with others and communicating in person, are attached and addicted to their phones and games. I believe this is a direct relation to people's enjoyment of fantasy worlds. In the music video, Sandra Park is heartbroken because the man she loves prefers to live in the fantasy world. For this reason, among others, Sandra and the other members of 21, CL, Park Boom, and Minzy enter the fantasy world and become warriors that destroy it, portraying the importance of reality and humanity. Because, you live in a virtual paradise, and much like those rich fucks who are dressed in white and basically have no charisma, no character to them, they're bland as shit. There's no humanity to them. So ironically, by burning is breathing fire, and fire means passion. So bring humanity, which passion is a trait of humanity, back into the life. So I thought that was absolutely fucking awesome. Yeah, these two music videos were incredible. This song feels so ahead of its time, both visually and musically. The lyrics are absolutely beautiful. The emphasis and the metaphors, and CL's verse was absolutely incredible. But this chorus just slaps so incredibly hard. And these lyrics, I cannot stress it enough how much more meaningful they are in 2023, as well as ugly in 2023 rather than back when their respective music videos were initially released. So this was incredible. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Apologies for taking so goddamn long to finally have another 21 reaction. Be well and safe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.